explain which subject I'm going to take. So I'm going to start all over again. I'll explain. I'm going to take EVS 1. In standard 4th, you have EVS 1, two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 I'm going to take. So today this is EVS part 1 lecture. Today I'm going to explain you lesson number 5, water for every household. The first part I have completed in the previous session. This is the second part. I have divided this lesson into 3 parts. So today I'll be explaining the second part, and in the next session I'll be completing this lesson. Okay, so let's get started. I'll be covering your textbook page number 29 to 32. This pages I'll be explaining you today. This is page number 29 of your textbook. From use your brain power we completed last time. So from try this we'll be starting. First I'll be doing a small revision of what I did last time. After that we'll be starting from try this from page number 29. Then this is page number 30. This is page number 31. This is page number 32. Before do you know, I'll be explaining till this diagram or picture which is given. Then do you know we'll be doing in the next session. So this way I'm going to explain you the pages. Okay, so I hope everyone has understood. Let's get started. Now what are we going to learn in this session? First we'll be doing a small revision of what we did in part 1. Then I'll be explaining you supply of water. Then water supply for human settlement, that I'll be explaining you. Then purification and distribution of water will be explained. Okay, so let's get started. First, the revision part. Now, what did we did last session? I explained you the different purposes for which we need water. So we need water for drinking, very important purpose. Then cooking, then bathing, then watering the plants in the garden. For this purpose, we need water. Then washing utensils, washing our clothes. And the farmers also need water for growing the crops. If they do not get good water, they won't be able to grow good crops. If they are not growing the crops, we won't be having food to eat. So even the farmers need for water for growing the crops. Then I explained you this picture. This things were used. These are some of the containers used for storing water. Some were used before time. Now this is a copper or this is brass utensil or brass container. Then this is a pot made of clay. Drum. Nowadays we are using plastic items. So this is drum made from plastic. This is what? Water filter, electronic water filter. This is a steel container or taki as we say. Again a pot made of clay called surai. Yes. Then this is again a water filter. Then this is overhead tank which we put in the bathrooms or latrines. Overhead we put it. We cannot put it on the ground. We have to put it up somewhere. So it is overhead tank. And most recently we have got this electronic water filter which has come into use more recently. These two types of filters nowadays everyone is having in their house. We use many types of containers, but recently these two have emerged a lot. Then need and storage of water. We know that we need water all the times, so we have to store it in our house. Now we need water regularly. Now why do we need water regularly in our house? For washing utensils, for cooking, for drinking. Then we have to store water in the house so that we can get it whenever we need it. Now, why do we need to store the water in the house? So that we can get it whenever we require it. We cannot every time leave our house and go out for the water. So we store it in our house. we need for bathing, we need for drinking, we need for watering the plants. So we have to store the water in our house. Then I told you that we have to take care of drinking water. We have to keep it covered using a lid, and we should not put our hands inside the pot, because if we put our hand, the germs in our hand, they will go in the water and make contaminate the water. So we have to cover it with a lid so that dust and rubbish do not fall in the water. And we should use a dipper to remove the water so that the germs in our hand do not go inside the water. And the best way I told you for taking the water is to have a tap. When we have the tap on the container, it is easier to take the water, and it also prevents contamination because we are not coming in contact with the water. It's not necessary to put our hand in the water because we can open the tap, take the water, then close the tap. So the germs will not go inside the water, and the lid is also not opened again and again. The lid is the container is also covered. So the best way to take water is to have a tap on the container. Then I explained you, do you know water does not become stale? Some people will believe now that the previous day's drinking water should be thrown away and fresh water should be stored every day, because the previous day's water becomes stale. What did I tell you the meaning of stale? Stale is basi, the one which has got spoiled, which we cannot use. But does water have is this way? The water becomes stale? No, this is only a misconception I told you. So if we throw this water, what will happen? It is wasting of good water. So if the drinking water is dirty due to some or the other reason, if that drinking water gets dirty, what we should do? We should use it for some other purpose. We should not use it for drinking, but we should use that for washing clothes or utensils or watering the plants. We should not throw it, because if we throw that water, what will happen? It will amount to wastage of water. So remember this I explained you last time. Let's move ahead. Now, the first thing they are telling is try this. Now, we have to, now if you are in class, you would have done this in the class. I'm just showing you on the presentation so that you will have a idea of what is the experiment. We have to take a plastic. Please, if you're doing it in your house, take help with your adult. Don't do it yourself, okay? We have to take a plastic bottle and cut its narrow portion. The above portion we have to cut it. Then in the bottom portion, we have to make small holes on the four sides of the bottle near the base. Bottom side we have to make small holes. Then we have to cut a spent ball pen refill. Spent means the ball pen refill which has finished. We are not going to use it. It is empty, no ink is there. That is spent ball pen refill, that we have to cut into 4 pieces and fix each piece into each of the holes tightly. So the holes which we made, in that we have to fix the pieces of the spent ball pen refill. Then we have to fill the bottle with water. Now when we fill the bottle with water, what happens? Water flows from all the 4 tubes. The refills which we have put in it, the water will start flowing in that. So what does this tell us? This tells us that using pipes, we can distribute water stored in one place to several different places at the same time. Now, here you can see that there is one single bottle which we have filled, but we have made holes on 4 places, and we have inserted the refill using it as a pipe. Now, even though there is only one water bottle, we have made 4 holes. The water is coming on all the 4 sides. So what does this show us? That we can distribute water which is stored in one place to several places at the same time. How? By using pipes. This way the water comes out So using pipes, what this experiment tells us, using pipes, we can distribute water stored in one place to several different places at the same time. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, large cement or plastic tanks are installed on the roofs of big buildings. This kind of tanks we have seen now on buildings. Now, why these tanks are installed? Water from these tanks can be piped to the kitchens, bathrooms, toilets in these buildings. Now, what happens? We fill the water in these tanks, and the water from this tank can be used in our houses with the help of pipes. They can be used in the kitchen, bathroom, toilets. In the house, we can use this water. Okay. When taps are fitted on the pipes, water can be taken or shut off according to the needs. So now if pipes are coming in our house, the water will be continuously flowing. So to avoid this, taps are fitted in the house on the pipe. So when we open the tap, water comes, and when we shut the tap, water does not come. So according to our need, we can use the water. Now our needs, whenever we require the water, we can just open the tap and we can make use of the water from the tap. This is how water from just one tank can be obtained at several places in a building at the same time. So this way we can use the water from one tank to several places in the building at the same time. Now see your house only. When you go to the kitchen, your mommy must be washing utensils. In the bathroom, your daddy must be taking a bath. Then someone must have gone in the washroom or latrine. So this way all people are using water in the same house but through different pipes and taps. So this way we can use water from one tank in different places at the same time. Okay. Now the water supply for human settlement, lakes, rivers, reservoirs, these are our sources of water, which are now rainfall we get only 4 months of the year. So we cannot always depend on the rainfall. So when rainfall occurs, the water is collected in the lakes, rivers and reservoirs. So these sources of water we can use the whole year. Now whole year we require water, but whole year rain is not there. So we collect the water, and these sources of water are used for providing us water. Now the water is collected in these lakes, rivers and reservoirs, and these lakes and reservoirs, they are not near to our house. Now we all are not lucky enough to stay near a river or a lake or a reservoir. Now some people must be staying in places where there is no river in the full area. In the full district, there is no lake. So how to overcome this problem? What is there? Now we cannot always go to the lake or the reservoirs to collect water. And these waters, we are not sure whether they can be used for drinking or no, because we have seen microorganisms living in water which are harmful. So we do not know whether this water is fit for drinking or no. So what happens? A large water source, either a lake or a river or a reservoir, is identified near a settlement where people are staying. There nearby a large water source is identified. Water is brought through pipes to a common place. Now this water is made safe for drinking. Now when water is made safe for drinking, it is called purification of water. Means it is treated using chemicals or using different methods. This water is made safe for drinking, which is called purification water. Then arrangements are made to distribute this water all over the town or the city. So first from big pipes, the water we are getting in near the purification. Now this is a purification plant. the water from the sources are piped to a plant. Here it is purified and then it is sent over the which is called distribution of water. And from the main pipe, it is sent to our buildings or our locality. And then it comes in our house where we use it. Now, this is a purification plant where water is purified. Okay. I hope this is understood. Let's move ahead. Now, again, I'll explain you water supply distribution system. Now, this is a source. Source, I told you, na, lakes, rivers, or reservoirs, which supplies us water. So a large source is identified. From there, water is taken to a treatment plant. Treatment plant is purification plant, which purifies the water. From the treatment plant or the purification plant, the water is sent to storage tank, big storage tank. Now in our locality also we are having one big storage tank, isn't it? So from the big storage tank, it is sent via main pipeline to the locality. Now in the locality, small pipes are used to distribute to individual houses. So first we are getting water from the source, then we are purifying it, then we are sending it for storage. Whenever it is required through main line, the water is supplied to the houses. So I hope this is clear. Let's move ahead. Now, can you tell, when we draw water into a spray pump from a bucket of water, in which direction does the water flow? Now, we have seen that the water flows down, but if you have seen a spray pump, which is like an injection, when you remove the water, when you put pressure on the water flows upward. The water fills the pump. So when the water flows down, but when you apply pressure on the water, it flows upward. This tells us that. Okay. Now we know that water flows downward, but if you want to lift the water upwards, we have to use some force. Now here you can see that the water from the ground is filled up or lifted up to put it in the reservoir. Now how that is done? Machines are used for lifting water. These machines are called pumps. What these machines are called? Pump. These machines, they apply force on the water and this water climbs up. It moves up. It does not go down. It moves up and moves up. And when it moves up, we can easily fill up the reservoirs or the overhead tank. Now these pumps, these are called, the machines used for lifting water are called pumps. So these are the machines which are used for lifting water. And how it is possible to run these pumps? Pumps run on diesel and electricity. So what fuel does the pump requires to run? It requires diesel or electricity. Now so we are using diesel and electricity. Before this, when electricity was not there, now this I'm showing you the picture. See, the water is down from the river and it is going up on the mountain. There is a tank. In the tank, they are going to fill the water and then supply to the farm, to the farmhouse. This is the overhead tank, or this is the big tank where they are storing water. So this is possible by using the pumps. Okay. Now before, it was not possible to raise water to great heights. But now with the help of pumps, water can be filled in tanks at a height. Now these tanks are used to store the water that leaves the water purification plant. So after I told you the water is purified, it is stored in a big tank. So this is the big tank. Now the water which is purified, that is there on the ground. So to put it in the big tank, we use pumps. When we use the pumps, the water is collected in these tanks. Now according to need, the water is released from these tanks through big pipes. So whenever we need the water is released with the help of big pipes. Now these big pipes, they branch out into smaller pipes which lead to different areas around the large water tank. So from the tank, we remove the water through big pipes, and these big pipes, they branch out into smaller pipes. These now in particular areas, the pipe branches out into smaller and smaller pipes which take water to every house. Now here you can see we can see the tanks on the building, on the rooftop. So how water comes over here? First the water is stored in a big tank. Then through big pipes it is brought down. Then sent into through smaller pipes to these tanks. This way we get the water in our house. Smaller and smaller pipes are used to bring the water. Now, when we see in our building, we must have seen like these pipes. Now, these are smaller pipes. These pipes bring the water inside our house so that we can use it. Whenever we require this water, we can just open the tap and we can use it. Now, in some places where now we are very lucky, we have the tap in our house. The water comes, we just have to fill up the water and store it. But in some places, there are 2 or 3 common taps for the whole area. Means there is no particular water pipe or tap in one house. There are common 2 or 3 taps, and people have to leave their houses, come out from their house and fill up the water from these taps. People living that area come there to fill water for their families. So they don't have water in taps or pipes in their house. They have to come out to the common tap. From there, they have to fill water for themselves and their families. Now this picture is their journey of water from source to house. This picture is there on page number 32. Now, source of water for the settlement like lakes, reservoirs, rivers, that is the source of water. From the source of water, it is brought through pipes to water purification center. What happens at water purification center? The water is purified. The water is made fit for drinking. The water is made potable. From there, it is transferred to water tower. Now, how does the water from the water purification plant goes to the water tower? It passes through the pipes, and with the help of pumps, it goes to what it is filled in the water tower. Now, after it is filled in the water tower, it is supplied to factories or houses to different localities with the help of pipes. So I hope you have understood journey of water from source to house. Now this is can you tell, which was there on page number 30. Can you tell? Page number 30. If the rule is for everyone in the house to cook for themselves, what would be the advantages and the disadvantages? Now cooking, it's not necessary that everyone should know cooking. So we are getting different things for eating, different the advantages is if different people cook in the house, we get different varieties in food. We get to know different tastes. We get to know different things for eating. There is a variety in the food stuff. So that is the advantages. And people, those who are cooking, they come to know that so much hard work goes in cooking. So it makes them aware of the hard work. The disadvantage is that all people are busy cooking only. Then what others will do? So everyone is busy cooking only. Then there will be chaos. So much gas will be wasted if everyone is cooking different things. So much gas will also be wasted. Then we'll have so much amount of food. Then food will also be wasted. Then what else can be there? And it's not necessary that everyone should know cooking, na? So if someone is not knowing cooking, he'll be in trouble. So that was according to me the advantages and disadvantages. The next is, if every family had to collect the water they need every day from the river, what would be the advantages and the disadvantages? Now, when every family wants to collect the water from the river, what will be the advantage? Advantage will be when everyone is collecting, people will waste less water, because they'll know if the water is wasted, again they'll have to go and collect from the river. So the wastage will be less. Then this way the water storage will increase. People will have more storage of water in their house. The disadvantages will be, again, everyone will be busy in storing water only. Everyone will be busy in bringing the water and storing. So they will not have time for anything else. And while bringing also, water can be wasted now when water falls down, or if some containers fall down. And you should have that many containers in your house so that everyone goes and everyone collects the water. So again, that can be a disadvantage. Okay, let's move ahead. I completed this session. Now, what we did in this session, we did revision. I told you supply of water, then water supply for human settlement, purification and distribution of water. This we have completed. Now, your favorite part, dictation words. I showed you the pages. These dictation words are from those pages. I have only taken the dictation words from the pages which I have taught. Okay, so let's start. The first word is adult. Adult. Take the screenshot of the slide. Supervision. Supervision. Tightly. Tightly. Distribute. Distribute. According. According. Disadvantage. Disadvantage. Themselves. Themselves. Purification. Purification. Identify. Identify. Take the screenshot. Settlement. Settlement. Arrangements. Arrangements. Spray. Spray. Diesel. Diesel. Discovered. Discovered. Electricity. Electricity. Narrow. Narrow. Released. Released. Take the screenshot. Particular. Particular. So I hope everyone has taken the screenshot of the slide. Now I'm going to I'm stopping sharing the screen and coming back to the chat box. Supervision means the guidance, like someone taking care, like when you are there in the exam hall writing paper, there is a supervisor in the class who is doing supervision, taking care that nothing goes wrong, no one should copy. That is supervision. Okay. Okay, so I hope everyone understood this part of the lesson. Everyone has taken the screenshot. Everyone understood the pages which I explained. There is no doubt. Yes, Dia, you can leave, beta. I still have time, so I'll be continuing. You can leave, beta, if you want. I still have 8 minutes, so I'll be doing some revision or something in this 8 minutes. I'll be asking the question answers. Okay. Okay, so everyone understood the lesson? Drishti, what you not understood? Shravani, what you have not understood? Narrow means very thin, patla. Narrow road, narrow path. Okay. Okay. So I hope everyone understood. There is no homework is you are going to read this pages which I have explained today, and you are going to mark the hard words. I have removed the hard words from there. To mark the hard words, you will have to read these pages. So this way your reading can be done, and you also mark the hard words. And if you find some hard words are very difficult, you can write and learn them. Advantages means what we say, अच्छा होना, अच्छा करना means you get some benefit out of it. That is advantage. You get benefit. Okay. So, oh my God, who has typed this doubt so many times? Okay, no doubt is typed. Siddhi, so much time you have to type this? Okay. Roof means chat beta, roof. Chat. माइला का डिसास्टर कहाँ था बेटा इसमें? Adult means grown up. Purification means to purify, to make it potable. I'm still in the doubt section, beta. Let me finish with the doubts, and I can come on the question answer this. Beta, disadvantages, opposite of advantages. When you do not get any benefit, आपका कोई फायदा नहीं होता. That is disadvantage. Okay. Purification means purifying, making it clean. Adult मैंने अभी explain किया ना, वापस किसने पूछा adult? If you do not write your doubts, किसने लिखा है I have a doubt? ध्रुविका, बेटा मुझे क्या समझ में आएगा आपका doubt? If you don't write, what is your doubt? Okay, yes, you can leave. Saden, just now I explained. कहाँ गया सादेन? Just now I explained adult. Adult means grown up, बड़े लोग. Priya, you don't know electricity? कौन है? दृष्टि, settlement means where people live. That area where people are living, that is settlement. It is not a forest, it is not a plain ground. It is settlement where people are living, houses are there, where people are actually staying. That is settlement. Okay, Drishti? Adidev, if you have a doubt, you have to type the doubt, beta. What do I understand? Which doubt you have? Arya, which hard word means? Refilling. Refilling कहाँ था? That is refill you are asking me, Milind? Okay, refilling. Refilling is different. Refill is different. The experiment was done using refill. आदिदेव, बंस कहाँ यूज हुआ है बेटा? मुझे ये बता पहले. Yes, आदिदेव, बंस मैंने कहाँ पर कहा है? Tell me that so that I can explain you. Lesson में बंद कहीं यूज हुआ है word बेटा? मायलका, water tank. Water का मतलब पानी, tank का मतलब टाकी. What else? My God, you people have forgot even simple English. My God. Adidev, you can ask your question, but let it be related. Bandh is there. We completed the Bandh topic in lesson number 3 or 2, I suppose. 3, I suppose. Amruta, what is there to laugh? So now you are asking me, Adidev, the explanation which I just completed, better be a part of it so that others also don't get confused at what you are talking about. Okay. Now here, if I explain you Bandh, they will get confused at why teacher is explaining this. So something, storage means to collect and keep. जमा करके रखना, that is storage. Arya, discovered. Discovered किधर है? मुझे पहले तो lesson में discovered ढूंढना पड़ेगा. Where is the word discovered? अच्छा, electricity was discovered. Discovered means to पता लगाना, discover करना. समीक्षा, previous means पहला. Okay, Adidev. Okay, Shrayana. Okay. Arya, discovered, पता लगाना. Distribute means बांटना. Shivam, from where you came? Shivam and Sakshi, you didn't heard the lesson. You didn't heard the explanation. साधन वापस साधन ने क्या पूछा है बेटा सुपरविजन आई जस्ट एक्सप्लेन ना किसी और ने पूछा था सुपरविजन में when I'm explaining listen to my explanation same things if you keep on asking me same things I'll be repeating okay Nishita Nishta why don't you have dictation words I didn't give dictation words beta I gave hard words okay I think you people misconception means misunderstanding andhavishwas okay Arya which Hindi meaning I think I should start teaching in Hindi Mishika if you have a doubt type the doubt now when I'm supposed to take my question answer session from 8 minutes I'm doing this only everyone is asking me same thing see again Shraddha asked me narrow मैंने starting में बताया किसी ने पूछा था तो when I'm explaining listen to me because even others are asking the same question so I'm giving the answers they were the first to ask so I explained the meaning now again if you ask me then again I'll have to explain that way I'll be going in a full circle I won't be able to do anything else paper was nice exam paper was nice okay last lecture you were not there Amrita समीक्षा बेटा आप एक एक वर्ड का मीनिंग अभी है ना योर इंग्लिश टीचर हैज टेकन दिस डिक्शनरी लेसन get a dictionary take the meaning this way so I'll have to explain the full lesson in Hindi small words you people are asking me my god this way see 10 minutes over in this only yes Priyanshi I know my time is over now next time do one thing get a dictionary and sit with the dictionary with you people because I understand some difficult words are there but you people are asking basic words see overhead Mishika overhead beta मैंने जब explain किया lesson that time I explained Rudra yes you can leave Atharva what is the meaning of क्या चाहिए yes Rudra I saw you next time get a dictionary and sit with a dictionary that will be better now 10 minutes I wasted in giving all this explanation of all the words and I'm surprised you people are in 4th standard so easy words you are not able to understand listen to the explanation majority of the things I explain in the explanation only you people are not listening to the explanation not listening what I'm saying same thing every other child is asking see now I was not able to ask you question answers my time went next time I'll be asking the question answers and then I'll be taking your dictionary part that way I'll be able to do complete my this question answer session okay Harshal okay so read the pages which I explained and mark the hard words okay bye everyone take care next time get a dictionary bye